Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Lisa Richardson, and today we are here at Spring Island with the absolutely beautiful Okatie Creek behind us. We're going to be learning all about the wonderful amenities here for guests and members at Spring Island. First up is our Director of Recreation and Wellness, Ms. Tammy Randolph, to share all about the wonderful opportunities at the sports complex and more. Next joining us is Mr. Tony Mills. He is the Education Director, here to share about his special show, Coastal Kingdom, and a wonderful camp available for kids here called Camp Spring Island. So stick around for this episode of 843 TV, where communities come to speak. 843 TV, where the Low Country comes to speak.
Where Bluffton comes to speak.
Where Hilton Head Island comes to speak.
Where Beaufort comes to speak.
.843 TV, where communities come to speak. Welcome to 843 TV. We're here at the absolutely gorgeous Spring Island at the Walker Sports Complex, and joining us first is Tammy Randolph. She's the Director of Recreation and Wellness, and she's going to share all about the opportunities here at Spring Island. Good morning, and thank you for having us out today.
Well, thanks for being here, Lisa. We appreciate it.
You dialed up some wonderful weather. It's July, but yet it's beautiful. It's nice and cool. We've got this breeze, and how about this background here? The Okatie River, right? I got that right.
Well, Okatie Creek.
Okatie Creek. Okay, I knew I was going to need help with that. So Tammy, share a little bit about you and your role here.
Yes, I have been here 6 years. I have been so blessed to be here for 6 years. I serve as the Director of Recreation and Wellness. So what that entails, it's a pretty large umbrella, and I've spoken before on that. I have the fitness programming. I have the wellness programming with all of our spa therapies. I also serve to assist the outdoor pursuits team and our tennis professionals as well. So it gets to be a pretty large umbrella. Under that, of course, comes a bunch of different outdoor amenities, such as the bikes, kayaks, croquet, pickleball, and some things that I'd love to talk with you more about.
Yeah, let's break some of those things down then.
Sure.
Let's start with the complex itself, the different recreation opportunities that are here.
Okay, so outside of just the traditional fitness and wellness opportunities, we also outfit our members and guests with bikes. We outfit with kayaks. And then not only do we do that, we will do some guided opportunities on both biking and kayaking, because we do have an active community in road biking as well. So we will often do off-island rides with our biking community. With the kayaks as well, we do guided kayaking tours, typically weekly, and that's seasonal. If you're lucky enough to grab one of these wonderful professionals, they will also, they oftentimes will take folks out on educational tours by kayaks. So you can see a lot of all of our vegetation and our wildlife, which is our waterfowl life, out with them being the guides, which is so fabulous.
And later in our next segment, you're going to share a little bit more on that.
Absolutely.
So this sports complex here has a lot of things we mentioned besides the fitness facility and some of the water sports. What else is inside? I noticed a couple of courts over there, a swimming pool.
Absolutely, the pools. We have a seasonal family pool, and we typically keep that during the high volume peak periods, such as we open it around Easter and the spring break, and then typically it does not make it quite to Christmas depending on what the weather offers us, but we have done that in the past. Our lap pool, we have an exercise pool that is, we season that year round. So the water is conditioned to a comfortable 84 degrees, whether it is in the heat of summer or the cool of winter. So yes, we have that as well. We also have the croquet courts, the croquet lawn, which is a world-class croquet lawn. It is maintained by our experts from the golf maintenance area, and all of our international players who have come to play on the court really love the opportunity to come and oftentimes enjoy practicing here as well. On island, we have a very active croquet group as well. They meet under structured structured events twice a week, I think. Wine and wickets, of course, is always popular. You bring wine into the mix and it gets turns things up a bit. And then there is a community play day on Sunday that's quite popular. We also have a Will Stenick is our our croquet professional here, and he will do clinics and also private training as well to teach the game of golf croquet. He also offers Aussie rules croquet, which is a little more difficult, and they have a group that is very avidly involved in American six wicket. So we do try to meet the needs of our croquet players, and it's become very popular as well, very social.
I'm thinking that if the residents have quite an opportunity to try some new things, do you try to work with them maybe to get them to explore some new activities and try to get them acclimated? I'm sure you probably can offer a very personal touch.
Oh, absolutely. One of our newest actually is pickleball. Pickleball is one of the biggest crazes across the country.
It is, isn't it?
It is. It's taking everywhere by storm, especially the Low Country. So we followed suit, built 2 brand new pickleball courts, and just opened those in the springtime. It's been hugely popular here as well. And in an effort to get people out, we offer, of course, beginner clinics. We have brought professionals from outside of the community in who have been associated with the United States Pickleball Association to teach clinics and to get the excitement built in our non-players. And we do fun little socials, such as member guests, where a member can bring a non-player and try to simulate the participation in that way. And we do that with many of our other amenities as well, but that being one of our newest ones, that's been how we've been able to gather more participation with that.
You get Tony involved with any of these things?
I have not tried pickleball or croquet.
There you go. New opportunity for you then.
Indeed. I would be a little nervous getting him on the pickleball court with that wingspan. He could easily take over.
Yeah, so. I don't.
There's also an outfitter center. How about that? Share with us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So our outfitters center is located in the sports complex as well. And what we do is basically guests to the island and also members, we can outfit them with fishing gear, bait, tackle. We have electric motors, and almost all of our ponds, or at least our larger ponds, have John boats on them. And the electrical motors will help our guests have wonderful experiences there on the ponds through that.
And I just want to say the fishing is amazing on this island, not only in WHHI Creek right behind us, but also in a lot of the freshwater ponds and some of the saltwater impoundments we have. It's excellent fishing.
It very much is.
Now also there is something very interesting we're going to talk about, the quail hunting. And there's some neat history here with the Red Bluff
It is
plantation. Tell us about that.
Sure. So many may know Spring Island started as a hunting plantation prior to being a residential community. So in an effort to maintain that long lineage of history, they have partnered over the years with different plantations around the area to offer quail hunting. The most recent partnership has been with Red Bluff Plantation, which is about a 40-minute drive. That facility offers world-class quail hunting, which is of great interest to a lot of our members and certainly guests and most certainly potential members.
Sure.
So what they do, they've worked with a hunt master there for many years, and he is very renowned, and they offer, which I have not seen myself, but I cannot wait to be a guest to see this in fact, but they have wagon hunts, traditional wagon hunts, which are pulled by, they're led by mules, and then they also offer walk-up hunts. They have dogs there, or you may bring your own dogs if you have trained hunting dogs as well. It's about a 6,000 square foot property, and it is truly one of the most wonderful opportunities here on the island.
There's certainly not a lack of really fine activities here for sure at Spring Island. There's a lot more to talk about, so you all stay right here. We'll be back with more 843 TV. Welcome back to 843 TV here at Spring Island, and as you can see, we have the most beautiful view behind us, and we're learning about all the outdoor activities and more. And next up is Tony Mills. He's the education director, and you've been here for 10 years.
I have.
That's quite a long time. So share a little bit about your background with us.
So I came here from Savannah River Ecology Lab, which is a UGA research lab. It's in Aiken, South Carolina. I started doing research, but eventually did environmental education. So I came here as one of the naturalists. And so I do environmental education programs for the members here and also for the surrounding community.
Now, we've got a special program that we want to share with everyone. It's called Coastal Kingdom, that you are in charge of, you host, and you in fact won an Emmy. So congratulations. Tell us about this show.
Okay, so Coastal Kingdom is a environmental education program. The whole idea is to show people what we have here in the Lowcountry. You know, we have just incredible habitats that are full of incredible plants and animals, and we just want people to realize what they have here. And so this show is a virtual field trip. We go out in the field, catch a lot of things, because I love to set traps and catch alligators and you know, and fish and things like that. But the whole idea is to just show people what they have so they can do the best possible job taking care of it.
To learn about it, and I say this all the time, there's so much education to be learned here in our Lowcountry with all of those things that it's really remarkable. And I like how you put it a field trip. The field trip, that's pretty fun. We'll have to come. Have you gone on one of those, Tammy?
I have not gone on one, but I was going to warn you that he will make you hold his catch. So stay clear if he ends up with an alligator in hand.
Okay, that's a fair warning to all of you.
But I did want to say, so this program is a cooperative agreement between us, the Lowcountry Institute on Spring Island, and then also Beaufort County. So I work most with a guy named Rob Lewis, who honestly makes us all look good. He's a tremendous filmmaker, and Rob is the one, so I write it and host it, and Rob is the one that films it and edits it. So it's very much something we do together. And just real quickly, it's kind of fun, because when we first met about 8 years ago, we were actually helping move a big fish tank that was going to go into my wife's classroom. And I just came along to carry the tank, and I met Rob, and both of us independently wanted to do this nature show. And then we met. 2 weeks later, we filmed the first episode.
Wow.
And
where can we catch that, by the way?
Well, it's on the county channel, but it also is on South Carolina Educational TV. It's going to come back on again the end of the summer. So it's on a variety of places, but county channel here locally, and then ETV, which is all over South Carolina, parts of Georgia and North Carolina.
Wonderful. We'll talk about then something here that's great for folks who have children and grandchildren. There's a camp that goes on.
Camp Spring
Island. Tell us about that.
Well, we just finished Camp Spring Island. There are 3 camps. Camp 1 is 6 and 7 year olds. Camp 2 is 8, 9, and 10. Camp 3 is my camp, which is 11 to 15. I, of course, am very biased and like that most. But the idea is it's kids and grandkids on Spring Island. And the idea is to just have great nature experiences with them. I'm going to speak mostly about my camp, because that's what I was most closely associated with. But we had some great events. First of all, we formed 4 teams. They had to be a low-country organism. We had Team Pickleweed, we had Team Blue Crab, we had Team Awesome Alligator, and we had Team Blacktip. Those teams competed in a variety of ecological challenges. And there were things like cane pole fishing. We caught 60 panfish in an hour.
Wow.
In one of the ponds, so that was pretty good. We also had an epic shark fishing tournament right off the front docks. Now that may scare some people, but the reality is we're talking little sharks. And, but it was really fun, and we caught lots of sharks, including 2 enormous red drum, so great big redfish. What else did we do? We had the Great Box Turtle Race, which is kind of fun. We had, one of my favorite events is had the kids manufacture a raft out of only natural materials.
Wow.
And then they had to prove that it would float actually in the Colleton, the other end of the island, for a certain amount of time. And then we timed how long it took before they sunk. And actually most of them didn't sink. So that was fun.
Wow, that is
it was kind of like Chopped almost, because they had certain ingredients that they had to use in their raft. And then they had only 30 minutes to put these rafts together.
Oh, gee, only 30 minutes.
Yeah, and limited tools too.
Oh, wow.
So it was fantastic. But anyway, the camp is, a couple other things. There were some other events for for everybody, for the whole families. One is Nature Poker Run. And the idea is, you know how poker runs work. You get a playing card at each station, and you would stop at a station, have to perform a task. Mine was catching fish on a cane pole and identifying them. And then you would get a playing card and a clue to go to the next spot. And then eventually, of course, you have this hand of 7 cards. You play a poker hand, and then the winning hand wins.
Sounds pretty good, right?
It sounds so fun.
So that was open to residents, members, and their grandkids.
And their guests, and you know, it's mostly grandkids and kids.
Is it open to others, just maybe that they can try it out and might
Well, yeah,
I mean,
it's for the members and the members' guests on Spring Island.
Fun stuff, and it's so great because kids these days don't get out and do those things, do they? They're kind of locked in, and
Well, they kind of do here.
Here they do, which
do
is
on Spring Island.
another great thing about Spring Island for folks. And on that same note, the Master Naturalist program, that's kind of a tongue twister, happens here as well on the same line. Share about
now,
that.
the Master Naturalist program is a little different because
Okay.
it's in the greater community. So the idea is it's a little bit like the Master Gardeners program. And so it's pretty much 12 weeks of everything you need to know. Well, 1 day a week for 12 weeks. Everything you need to know about the ecology of the Low Country. So it's 12 field trips. We do a lot of things here on Spring Island, but it's all across the Low Country. We visit a lot of cool places, meet a lot of very interesting people doing research and otherwise. It's a neat program. And once again, it's that same mission. So we just want people to realize what they have, and that's another vehicle to do it. Coastal Kingdom does that. Obviously, the camp here, that's one of our goals. And then with the Master Naturalist program, show people, not just people on Spring Island, but people in the whole community, what we have so that they can, you know, appreciate it and
Absolutely.
protect it.
Appreciate, enjoy, and protect it. If someone wants to get involved with that program, where do they start? How do
Well,
they
first thing I want to say is we have a pretty impressive waiting list,
Okay.
but we work very, very diligently to get people in as quickly as we can. But they would just they can go to the Low Country Master Naturalist website, just look online for that, or also contact us here at Spring Island and put you in touch with Kristen Matson, and she's the one that organizes all that.
Are there sessions that run all year throughout the year?
We do 3 classes a year,
Okay.
actually 4. We have a teachers program that is specifically for school teachers that Chris Marsh runs. And then we have the Master Naturalist program, 1 in the spring and then 1 in the fall and then 2 in the spring.
Wonderful. Tony, thank you for sharing all about that. As always, it's
Great to
such
be here.
a great time to learn so much about Spring Island, and you all stay right here. We'll be back with more 843 TV. Welcome back to 843 TV here at Spring Island. Now stay with us as we're going to take you through a tour of a magnificent property located at 33 Little Neck Crossing. This remarkable home combines sophisticated architectural design with high-quality building materials. Designed by Jim Thomas, the architect of Spring Island's Golf House, this home fits comfortably into its environment with the salt marshes of Spring Island on one side and the Cherkessie Nature Preserve on the other. The main entry of the home is a 2-story glass tower, the centerpiece of which is a magnificent custom-designed suspended curvilinear stairway, bluestone floors, and a beautiful hand-forged iron chandelier created by a noted Louisville, Kentucky artist complement the stairway. The bluestone flooring continues into the living room with vaulted ceiling, wood-burning fireplace, and a wall of windows facing the marsh which captures endless views. A second-floor studio with walk-in storage is accessed from the living room. The kitchen has been designed with the best high-end appliances available: Viking, Decor, Sub-Zero, and Bosch. An adjoining breakfast area separates the kitchen and a family room, complete with a fireplace and built-in bar. The formal dining room features floor-to-ceiling windows and an elegant chandelier. Beyond the family room is a large 2-story screened porch and opens to the spacious deck that connects to the living room. The secluded master suite is located on the first floor and offers a view of the marsh. A well-appointed master bath connects to a walk-in closet with built-in dressers and a separate luggage storage space. On the second floor, there are 2 large guest suites, each with full baths. A study library overlooks the family room and enjoys treetop views through this 2-story screened porch. A separate 2-story guest house is located adjacent to the main residence. The first floor has a screened porch, a comfortable sitting area with a kitchenette, laundry, bedroom, and bath. An additional bedroom and a large bath are located on the second floor. To find out more about this property at 33 Little Neck Crossing, contact Spring Island Realty today. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of 843 TV here at Spring Island. So join us again for another episode where communities come to speak.